Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another Payday 2 video. Today we're taking a look at the Gage Historical Pack DLC webpage preview. First of all, I'd just like to let you guys know I was completely unaware of this. This DLC pack was in the works, and of course it is a tie-in to the Veterans Day in the US, or sort of to a lesser extent Remembrance Day here in the UK. It was of course the 100th anniversary of the First World War here, and we celebrated it, well, I suppose mourned it in the usual way, but we're looking more at Veterans Day, which is more of a patriotic thing in America, and we got one of the most famous World War II statues up here, referenced by the Payday gang, all 7 of them now. The female heister is even there, holding one of the planned weapons for this DLC pack. So very much the same as the other Gage weapon packs. This is a simple weapon pack with more than likely 4 standard primary and secondary weapons, which have some different quirks to them, and it will cost $4.99 over on Steam. Now, I'm just going to quickly run you through the text, what Gage has to say, or I guess what the narrator, probably Bane, has to say, and then I'll take a look at what I think the weapons that we are hinted and alluded towards actually will be. Gage ever tell you about his family? No? Well, he's not the chatty type, but sometimes, especially around this time of year, he'll tell you about Grandpop Joe. Joe, Iron Balls, Gagowski, family, hero, tradition, honor, all that stirring stuff. He'll raise a glass and tell you his grandfather served with Peyton and died just outside Metz, November 13th, 1944, of course, the release date of this DLC. Just, what, how many years later? 70? Wish I could say that it was with a Nazi throat squeeze between his fingers, but the truth is it was in a stolen Willy Jeep packed with weapons. And the real kicker? Well, Grandpop Joe wasn't headed for the front. He was going the other way. Looks like the only traditional Grandpop Joe passed down to Gage was a taste for battlefield looting. But old Iron Balls must have got a lot of stuff back to the States, and Gage is commemorating by opening up this vintage cache. He got the finest weapons from all sides. Time to roll back the years and bring out the real classics. Fancy using the SMG with which British commandos tore up North Africa? Almost 4 million of these simple, rugged and highly customizable SMGs were made. Maybe the LMG that brought the Wehrmacht within sight of the Kremlin. Forget jet planes or missiles or nukes, this was the one true Wunderwaffen of the war. Or the Russian bolt action that drove the Nazis to hell. From Stalingrad to the Tiergarten, this rifle has more confirmed headshots than any other in history. Moving on, we're going to be taking a full look at all the weapons we're adding, all 4 of them, but I'm pretty sure I can talk you through what they're going to be already. And then, of course, release date, we get the mask patterns, materials, melee weapons, and achievements announced, and the launch of the DLC itself. So let's roll back up here very briefly while I talk you through the weapons we can see, because at least 3 of the weapons are visible in that picture. Starting off, we have John Wick holding a more than likely new secondary pistol. It looks very similar to the Mauser, a German pistol. Then we have in the hands of course, the old Hoxtonator, we have a German LMG. This is again more than likely the MG45, one of the most powerful LMGs during the wartime, or just regular machine guns really. Then we have the female heister, who is more than likely holding an SMG there. This is the British SMG. Now, I'm not entirely certain on this one. It could be the Sten, but it looks a little more like the Sterling SMG, which was used later on in the war, and probably has more meaning when we look at the Africa reference. Then we have the Russian bolt action, which is almost undoubtedly the Mosin Nagant. Not that I can say Russian words properly, or German words for that matter, but that was my best attempt. Those are the 4 weapons that we have had somewhat hinted at, and if I haven't got the names quite right, and if I haven't got the specs quite right, more than likely we're going to be getting very similar guns. So a unique LMG, a unique SMG, a new sniper rifle, which is exciting, hopefully, another really strong sniper rifle, and a new pistol, seeing as how pistols are crazy nowadays with some of the fugitive mastermind builds going around. Anyway, that is it for the first day of the Gage Historical Pack preview. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope you're looking forward to it. It is, as I've already said, going to be $5 on Steam. I'm going to be able to pick it up on the 13th of November. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you all in the next one.